EZREAL versus Twitch. Welcome to my 1v1 series with Twitch. My name is Wackaflcka. I hope you guys have a good evening, not too sure and fishy like that. And for those that don't know, in this video, we are going to 1v1 from level 1 to 6 and see who wins. There's no spacing allowed, no dodging allowed. And that's basically it. At level 4, we will buy items, and level 6, we buy items. And then we'll see who wins every stage of the game. If you would like to see me 1v1 a certain champion for the next video, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, we're going to go with the one that was suggested in the last video. So let's get started. And as the fights go on, I will commentate a little bit during the fights, adding things that I feel necessary to add. And I also have some other things to add from the past video as well. But to most, I don't think the level 1 comes as a surprise. And the purpose of this video is to see the outcome. And a little bit of a thought experiment, right? Like, if I dodged 1Q here, I would have won, right? So that's something to think about. It goes to show, like, what you need to dodge, what you can't, like, take, how you win the fight. And if you win, if you just take it anyway. Because, again, there are so many variables that can change the outcome here. As an example, EZREAL could have 5 stack abilities, or a certain champion could have X ability, or maybe a champion doesn't have that ability, which allows you to go in and win the fight, right? And items makes a difference, which is why now for the level 4 and 5 and 6, I've done 2 different iterations on Twitch. And we'll see if that makes a difference. And other things matters too, such as the EZREAL in this past video how you saw. He hit me with the Q first, which is something I did intentionally. Because of course certain champions will be able to outrange you. Which is why such abilities can be taken into account. But again, Twitch has stealth, which could allow him to open in an isolated fight where he's allowed to just start the fire off at full HP. But again, there are so many variables here that has to be thought about, and it's what makes it good, I think. Okay, enough yapping. We'll get to level 2 here. The EZREAL ended up leveling his W here, which could be an argument as well. Some EZREALs will take E second, but for this video, we're just doing the W. And I don't think anyone's surprised by the result here, giving the result by the past one. And the same goes for level 3. Of course, I'm leveling my W here. So, again, you can't really expect a much different result other than me allowing to stack my passive faster, allowing me to use it before they drop below 50% HP. But the thing that is interesting here is that, again, you can see repeatedly I survive, or EZREAL survives, barely, right? So all I would have needed to do to win either of these fights at this point would have probably had been to just dodge 1Q, right? And of course other variables you can take into account here is barrier, heal, exhaust, and all of these other things, which is something I intend on showing, especially if we, or for when we end up playing against Tristana, as I think showcasing the difference of summoners there on her E as an example could be interesting. And now for the level 4 to 6, I've added 2 screens here, as you can see, left being Vamp Scepter, right being Pickaxe, so we can then witness the difference in HP and if it changes the result. However, it does not for the level 4, as we can see. Another thing to add for the level 4, I think the E from EZREAL did hit the Scuttle in one of the clips, I'm not exactly sure, but again, I know another argument people are going to make is that he has Sheen, and probably a normal purchase would be Longsword and Tear versus something like Recurve Bow. But again, there are so many variables, and it's just about seeing who wins. And again, we can see at level 5, it's EZREAL again. I will admit, however, that I did think at level 5 that Twitch would maybe win, due to his AD scaling on his E being so powerful. But again, we can see that that did not. That wasn't the case. So, with that said, let's just get to level 6 and see if Twitch has a chance at all. And another thing I just want to quickly add here is that the Vamp Scepter build is slightly less in money. The Pickaxe, Recurve Bow, and Longsword ends up being slightly more. However, we'll see if that matters these results. And as we can see, it does. Thanks to the increased AD from Twitch's ultimate and the combined AD power of Pickaxe and Vamp Scepter, it is actually big enough to make a difference. But early game, I would note that I do think that Pickaxe would be better in these terms here. However, again, the results may vary. And just a final note here, something to keep in mind, is that Twitch normally versus most champions like Misfortune, EZREAL, etc., oftentimes will be less CS, which is why I think it's okay sometimes for these videos to show that Twitch versus X champion with slightly less money, because I think that is an accurate representation of what you might find yourself in game. Anyways, I'm curious to hear if you guys thought these were the results or how it would go, and also again what champion you would like to see next. So yeah, until next time, hope you guys continue to have a good morning, and take care. Peace.